Good morning, all of you. Welcome to Geography class and welcome back again in the chapter 17 India Physical Divisions. This is the continuation of the same chapter, and in this chapter, in this video, we are going to read about the remaining physical features of India, that is the northern plains and the peninsular plateaus. First of all, let us read about the northern plains. Humans have been living on different kinds of landforms in different ways, and life in the plains provide much better living conditions, and it is also easier to grow crops or build a house in plain region than a mountain. In the northern plains are located in south of the Himalayas. This region covers the major part of the northern India. It is a large flat area which extends from Punjab in the west to Assam in the east. It includes the state of Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Delhi and parts of Uttarakhand, Bihar, West Bengal and Assam. The northern plains are very fertile, as you can see in the map also. So these are the northern plains that is stretch from Punjab in the west to Assam in the east. A large number of rivers flow through the northern plains of India, and some of them are Ganga, Yamuna, Ghagra, Gandak, Kosi and Brahmaputra. They originate from the Himalayas, and while others like Chambal, Betwa and Son are the other that rises from the hills of peninsular plateaus. These rivers bring numerous pieces of rocks and sand with them, and these are spread over the land, especially during the floods. The fine silt brought down and spread out by the rivers are called alluvium. The soil alluvium are very fertile. Beside alluvial soils, the plains also have plenty of rainfall. The rich alluvial soils and abundant of water have made the northern plains very fertile. The northern plains of India are divided into 3 river basins by the rivers naming Satluj, Ganga and Brahmaputra. A basin is the total area that is drained by a river and its tributaries. As you can see in the picture, here it is a basin, that total area that is drained by a river and its tributaries before it merging into the sea. Now let's discuss about these river basins in brief. First one is the Satluj basin. The river Satluj along with its main tributary, the Beas, flow towards the southwest to join the Indus River in Pakistan. The entire river basin is very fertile for crop cultivation. Next is the Ganga basin. The Ganga is the most important river of the northern plains of India. The major source of the river Ganga is Gangotri Glacier. The Ganga originates from Devprayag. The Ganga river and the Yamuna river joins at a place near Allahabad, and this place is also known as Sangam. The Ganga river further flows through Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and enters in the West Bengal. Then the next is the Brahmaputra basin. The Brahmaputra river originates near Mansarovar Lake in Tibet. It runs along course in Tibet where it is called the Tangspo before it enters into the Assam valleys. the Ganga and Brahmaputra river together form the largest delta in the world, and this delta is known as the Sundarbans. Now let's read about the second physical feature, that is the peninsular plateau. A plateau is an elevated flat land. It rises steeply from the surrounding lowland. The height of the plateau often varies from place to place, and the Indian plateau is called the Southern Plateau or the Deccan Plateau. To the south of the northern plain lies the extensive peninsular plateaus, and this plateau covers nearly half area of India. It is triangular in shape with a broad base and in the north and a narrow apex in the south. The Deccan Plateau is surrounded by mountains and hills on all three sides, and to the north of the plateau lies the Vindhya and Satpura ranges. The Aravalli ranges lie in the northwest and the Rajmahal hills in the northeast. The west and eastern Ghat in the east, the western and eastern Ghat meet in the south of the Nilgiri hills, and the peninsular plateau is made up of ancient, igneous and metamorphic rocks. This is the oldest part of the Indian subcontinent. This plateau is again divided by the Narmada river into two parts, and these are the Central Highland and the Deccan Plateau. The boundary between these two units is formed by the Vindhya range. First, let's read about the Central Highland. The part of the peninsular plateau lying to the north of the Narmada river, covering a major part of the Malwa plateau, is known as the Central Highland, and it is bounded by Aravalli range in the west and Vindhya range in the south. The Aravalli range is one of the oldest mountain range in the world. Next is Deccan Plateau. Deccan Plateau is a part of peninsular plateau extended to the south of Vindhya range is called Deccan Plateau. The highest peak of the peninsular region is Anamudi. It is 2695 meter above the sea level and is situated in the states of Kerala. The Deccan Plateau is surrounded by the western and eastern Ghats, and these Ghats meet each other at Nilgiri hills. The other major rivers of the Deccan Plateau, including the Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri rivers, flow into the Bay of Bengal, and all these rivers make their delta near the coast. The Godavari is the longest river of the Deccan Plateau, and it is also known as the Dakshin Ganga. Thus, the Deccan Plateau makes up most of the central and southern India. So that's all in this chapter. Thank you.